Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Dr. Claudia Albers, Planet X research and professional physicist. And today I'd like to bring to you another one of my articles. This one is entitled Planet X and Increased Volcanic Activity. Now there is overwhelming evidence that several stellar cores belonging to the Planet X system have made Earth their host. And you may look at article 243 entitled Earth hosting at least 3 Planet X system objects for more details on that. Besides direct observational evidence, even with the chemtrail program and sun simulation system making observation difficult, there is also irrefutable evidence from the unprecedented ocean recession events which have occurred around the world. One such event in Russia was followed by a volcanic eruption just north of the coast, where this ocean recession event occurred, suggesting a connection between the ocean recession events and volcanic eruptions. This should not be surprising, as the Planet X object's effects on the Earth can be understood to cause both types of events as a result of their energy-draining effect on the Earth, which is directly connected to their gravitational effect on the Earth. And here we see a photograph of that ocean recession event that occurred on Sakhalin Island, just off the coast of Russia, so belonging to Russia, on March 20th, 2018. And you may look at article 188 entitled What is Causing the Ocean to Recede All Over the World for more details on that. And here is a photograph of the EPCO volcanic eruption. And this volcano is in the Kuril Islands, also belongs to Russia. It occurred the day after the ocean recession event. And if we look on the map, the ocean recession event occurred here, and this is where the volcano is. So this is very close. Now, an ocean recession event is a tidal event requiring the presence of a massive object very close to the Earth, which is thus able to exert a differential gravitational force on the Earth's oceans. Thus, ocean recession events indicate that Earth is being affected by additional massive objects very close to it. Now, the normal tides on the Earth are caused by the Moon, and the Moon, even though it's so much less massive than the Sun, exerts a much stronger tidal effect on the Earth because it's simply so much closer. So in the same way, stellar cores that have a very weak gravitational effect on other objects, when they come very close to them, will exert a very strong tidal force, which is a differential force. And that means that it's very strong right underneath the object, but it's very weak anywhere else. So it has a strong effect on the ocean, very close to the object or in line with it, because it will have the same effect on the other side, but just a little bit further away, it will have just about no effect. And now these objects, the stellar cores that are now being hosted by the Earth, will also have an effect on the atmosphere. They will draw the atmosphere towards them, thus causing extreme low pressure regions and thus extreme storms. And I detailed on that in article 255 entitled Planet X and Worldwide Severe Thunderstorms and Flooding. The stellar cores with their low gravitational influence will and that is due to gravitational energy depletion. They are all low on gravitational energy, which they generate in their core. They're no longer able to do that. So they expected to, as I said, exert a weak gravitational force on the Earth. But they will exert the tidal force, as I explained, if they come very close to Earth. So the fact that we are seeing these tidal forces in the fact that we have ocean recession events, so extreme low tides, means that these objects are indeed coming very close to the Earth. In other words, they are being hosted by the Earth, because once they make an energy connection, start drawing energy from an object, they're not likely to ever leave that object. They will simply continue to draw energy from it. The Planet X objects are objects that, as I said, are no longer able to generate this energy. So they will cause the Earth to lose energy, and therefore the Earth to lose gravitational influence on its own matter and on other objects. And you may look at Article 250 entitled Planet X Causing Earth to Move Away from the Sun for more details on this mechanism. And here we see one of the stellar cores hosted by the Earth. It was scored by JFP in early March of 2018. And the object did not move across the sky but remained in the same position for an extended period of time, as stellar cores are known to do in the Sun's atmosphere or corona. And you may look at Article 243 entitled Earth Hosting at Least 3 Planet X System Objects for more details on this object, and also the other two I showed the observational evidence for. Now, the stellar cores are known to connect and draw energy from their host celestial object, as I mentioned. So the ones hosted by the Earth will draw energy from the Earth, and this will have two effects on the Earth. One, the rate at which energy is generated in the Earth's core increases, and thus energy flowing out of the core increases as well, which in turn will cause all of Earth's layers to heat up. And this is illustrated in this image. So as the stellar core draws energy, more energy is generated, more energy flows out of the core, more energy flows through all the layers in the Earth. Thus, all layers will heat up. The temperature will increase at every layer. And this means that the temperature of this molten layer of the Earth, the Earth's outer core, will increase, and that will mean that it will expand. It's liquid, it will expand, and that means that it will be under increased pressure, and this will lead to more magma flowing out from that layer towards the surface, thus leading to increased volcanic activity. And the second effect is that the Earth's gravitational energy inside its particles will decrease, and so will therefore its gravitational influence on its own matter, resulting in the Earth expanding. In other words, Earth's gravitational field will weaken and decrease in size, leading to its matter being less pulled towards the center of the Earth, which will result in the Earth expanding in size. But a liquid will expand faster than a solid, so Earth's liquid outer core magma layer will expand faster than its solid layers, and this will result in an increase in pressure on the magma, which will also lead to increased volcanic activity. And here we see the Earth's liquid outer core, which will increase in temperature. It will expand, and it will expand faster because it's liquid than the solid layers. So it will be under increased pressure. And now there's evidence that the Earth is experiencing increased volcanic activity from the fact that we have this eruption in Hawaii, which shows no signs of abating, but actually seems to be getting worse as the magma is flowing faster. Actually, we would call it lava once it is flowing on the surface of the Earth. We call it magma in the interior of the Earth, call it lava when it's above the surface of the Earth. Now, faster flowing lava is an indication that the magma rising up is hotter, and thus coming from deeper within the Earth. Hotter magma has lower viscosity, or is more liquid, and can thus flow more easily. Cooler magma has higher viscosity, or is of a thicker consistency, and will thus flow slower. The fact that magma continues to flow from deeper within the Earth shows that the magma is under increased pressure due to increased temperature, and also the pressure as a result of expansion, and thus may have found an unblocked pathway to the surface through the Hawaiian volcano. And since the pressure deep within the earth is said to continue to increase, this may mean that this eruption will never end but will continue to get worse over time. In addition, 2 more volcanoes erupted on June 16, 2018. The first was the Sakurajima volcano in Japan, which erupted at 7:19 a.m. local time, and this resulted in pyroclastic flows, that's lava flows, along the volcano's southwest flank, and also in an ash plume which rose 4.07 kilometers above the Minamai Dake crater for the Sakurajima volcano. And this led to significant ash falls on the nearby city of Kagoshima. And here we see a photograph of that eruption. And the other volcano to erupt on that day was the La Cumbre volcano on the Fernandina Island, which is part of the Galapagos Islands. We can see it here. It resulted in lava flows into the ocean and clouds of gas rising up to 7 kilometers above the island. You can see that here as well. We can see the lava. You can see some of the red, which indicates lava flowing towards the ocean there. And here we see the Galapagos Islands, and the Galapagos Islands are about 1,200 kilometers or 745 miles off the coast of Ecuador, so off the coast of South America. As the stellar cores hosted by Earth increase in energy, their gravitational influence will increase, and so will their ability to drain energy from the Earth. This will mean that the effect on the Earth will increase as a result. All of Earth's layers will therefore experience a faster rate of temperature increase, and Earth's gravitational field will decline increasingly faster, leading to a faster rate of expansion and thus to continually increasing volcanic activity. This would most likely result in volcanic eruptions that would never end, which may be what is occurring in Hawaii already. In conclusion, the fact that the Earth is hosting several members of the Planet X system of stellar cores, which will have a draining effect on the Earth's gravitational energy, thus causing Earth to heat up and expand, is expected to result in ever-increasing volcanic activity and also to an increase in fissuring and sinkhole formation. Signs of these effects are already apparent. And here are the references. This is Dr. Claudia Albers, Planet X physicist. Thank you for watching.